Hello, it's Emma from Blue Sky Vitality and welcome to the first day of your 7-day healthy challenge. Most of my new clients come to me because they haven't been exercising for a while and they've really noticed the difference that it makes on their health, their vitality and their energy levels. So for our first day of the challenge, I'm giving you a little exercise routine that you can do today and perhaps every day of the challenge if you feel up to it. It's just 3 exercises that you can do once, twice, or if you're feeling energetic and healthy today, why not do it 3 times? So you can keep this video, you can do this anytime that you've got a few spare minutes. It's a great way to get your blood pumping and to start feeling healthy today. Hope you enjoy it. Our first exercise in our 3 exercise sequence is the good old squat. I love the squat because we're using our big muscles here, which are actually going to help to get us stronger, get our metabolism working faster, get our blood pumping. So for a good squat, feet are hip distance apart, and we're going to imagine that someone's pulled our chair out slightly a little bit too far away from where we normally would put it. We're reaching our butt down to sit on the chair. Keeping the heels on the ground, we're going to do 10 squats. So as we come up, we're squeezing. As we lower down, keeping our knees in line with our toes, making sure that our heels stay on the ground. So 10 squats. 8, 9, squeezing at the top, and 10. That's our first exercise, the squat. Our next exercise is a 30-second plank. So the plank obviously works the core and our lower back, and it's a really good one to keep working on. So we start with 30 seconds, and then obviously as you get fitter and stronger, you can make it longer and longer. Some crazy people do them for hours. I'm never going to ask you to do that, but let's start with our 30 seconds. So a good plank position is we've got our elbows underneath our shoulders. And if we want to do the easiest version, we've got our knees down on the ground and our hips are in line with our backs, we've got a neutral back. And we'd hold this position for 30 seconds. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can actually bring your toes up, knees up off the ground, on your toes. That makes it much harder. Holding for 30 seconds. Keeping on holding, pulling the belly in towards the spine. And this will be about 30 seconds. And release. You can pull back into a child's pose just to loosen up. So that was our plank, and our last exercise for today is going to be a push-up. So this can be quite challenging for a lot of people. We can do a few different versions of the push-up, and I want you to be able to do 10. So choose whichever version works for you. So our starting version is just knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Hands should be flat on the ground. And we're just pushing down, lowering the chest towards the ground. And in this position, our butt's sort of sticking up in the air. And that's our starter position. It's a box position for our push-up. Our next one is similar to our easier version for our plank, where we actually have our butt down, so we've got a nice neutral spine, and we're just pushing up into the ground for our push-up. Now the more difficult version is up on your toes and pushing up from here. I would normally try to do that for you, but I did break my wrist recently, so that's not a version that I can attempt for you today. But for those that are feeling fitter and stronger, by all means, come up onto your, take your knees up off the ground and do your push-up from your toes. It's definitely the hardest version. And I want you to do 10 push-ups in whichever one you've chosen, or even starting at your toes, doing a couple there, and then moving down onto your knees, and working your way up to doing the strongest version you possibly can. So 10 of those, and you're done. So there we have it. That's day 1 of the challenge done. All I ask you to do is at least 1 set of all of those exercises. So you're doing your 10 squats, your 30-second plank, and your 10 push-ups. If you're feeling stronger, maybe try 2 sets of each. If you're feeling really great today, try 3. But at least do 1 set. And then you finish day 1 of the challenge. Congratulations.